Just Democrats is a strong progressive wing of the Democratic Party. It was launched earlier this year. In fact, a couple of days after Donald Trump's inauguration, I was one of the founders and I'm still one of the founders, of course, by definition. Anyway, and so Scott Kalinsky from the TYT Network. His show is Secular Talk. You should check it out. And the rest of the team is largely from Bernie Sanders' campaign in 2016. So real progressives, real strong, and totally uncorrupted. No PAC money, okay? We're not interested in corporate money and we're not taking corporate PAC money. Go to justdemocrats.com and read the entire platform. If you're a progressive, I think you'll love it, and it is actually deeply popular with Americans. Almost everything on that platform tests at a majority of Americans agreeing, and almost all of it at over 60% of Americans agreeing. So why wouldn't people run on it? Well, don't worry, they are. Here comes the candidates. So far, Just Democrats had 16 candidates until yesterday. Let me show you who those folks are. By the way, look at how wonderful that diversity is, okay? And one is an incumbent, Ro Khanna. Everyone else is running in primaries, some in Republican seats, some in Democratic seats. We have no issue with replacing corporate Democrats. We'd love to do that. Of course, the ultimate objective is to replace Republicans and actually get progressive policies. But now, let me show you another picture. We now have 29 candidates, 13 new candidates announced today. And we got to raise money for these folks. If you don't want corporate money taking over our politics, we've got to fight them with small donor money. We don't need anywhere near the amount of money that they have, but we do need money for infrastructure, and 29 candidates is a lot of candidates. So go to justdemocrats.com/go and make your voice heard. Replace corporate Democrats. Most importantly, replace those right-wing conservatives. I just want to tell you about two of them. You should please go to the website and check out all their stories, and also make sure that you've got a Just Democrats in your neck of the woods. And if you do, please support them. Volunteer, donate, do whatever you need to do. Okay, so Jess King is a candidate in Pennsylvania's 16th district. She's going against incumbent Lloyd Smucker. He's a Republican, and he has a distinction of having raised the most amount of money in the House from the NRA. So he's completely unmoved by all the massacres, all the mass shootings. He continues to take a tremendous amount of NRA money and do exactly what he's paid to do. That's exactly the kind of corruption we can't stand. Now, if you say, well, he's a Republican, it must be in that part of Pennsylvania that's deeply red. Yes and no. This is an R+5 seat, meaning the Republicans have an advantage of just 5 points. And in 2008, Obama won this district. So it is winnable once the corporate Democrats get out of the way and we actually run strongly progressive campaigns that appeal to voters, things like Medicare for all, so you all have insurance, not just some of us. College for all, so your kids can actually live the American dream, not just rich people's kids. $15 minimum wage, so you can actually have a living wage and not be paid $7.25, which is atrociously low. But Smucker's gonna argue for lower wages. Have that argument. Can't wait. And the fact that the corporate Democrats don't fight the Republicans on things when they say we should have lower wages is insane. Jess is not gonna make that mistake. Justice Democrats are not gonna make that mistake. So go support Jess King. And then I wanna tell you about Doug Applegate. He's a Marine colonel and unabashed Bernie supporter and progressive. And he's running against Darrell Issa. You know, he almost beat him last time. He only lost by 1,500 votes. Darrell Issa was such a special snowflake that when Applegate ran accurate ads about him, he went and cried to the courts and said, he said mean things about me, not fair. Well, the court disagreed and made Issa pay Applegate $45,000, which is awesome. See, that's a real fighter. Issa is this close to losing. He's one of the worst Republicans in Congress. Go make that happen. Go to justdemocrats.com/go. Real progressives running real strong campaigns for real change. You support all the candidates when you go to justdemocrats.com/go. Make it happen today. I'm excited, man. Can you imagine? Let us whisper of a dream. I mean, look, I want all of them to win, but if just half of those 29 candidates won and all of a sudden there were, 15 Just Democrats in the House, that would be an earthquake. everybody in Washington would go, what is this? Because right now, I gotta be honest with you, they have tremendous disdain for progressives. They think, oh, you guys have no real power. You're never gonna do anything. You're never gonna win elections. Please, please prove them wrong. These are great candidates. Cori Bush is leading the protests in St. Louis. She's a real fighter. The Democratic incumbent there, Lacey Clay's got clay feet. Doesn't show up to any of the protests. He says, oh, I'm not like my dad. His dad was an actual civil rights leader. What does that mean, I'm not like my dad? Shouldn't you be embarrassed that you're not like your dad and you're not showing up and leading the people you're supposed to represent? I can go on and on. Paula Jean Swearengin running as Joe Manchin in West Virginia. Let's go, let's go. That's why it's justicedemocrats.com/go. Let's get progressive victories. I know we can. If you like this video, you probably like independent media. The best way to support independent media, become a member of the Young Turks. tytnetwork.com/join.